Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. I'm Brian Winnikins from Commodity Classic, and joining us today is Tanner Johnson, and he is on the ASA Regulatory Committee, and had a chance to talk with Tanner during Commodity Classic. Thank you to our Commodity Classic sponsors, including the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board, Synergy Co-op, Bauer Seeds and Service, Wisconsin Farmers Union, Osteoplastics, Compeer Financial, Animal Wellness Center of Buffalo Valley, Alcivia Co-op, Annabis Silo, and the Wisconsin Corn Growers Association. Tanner, of course, that big story before Classic was the ruling on dicamba. Obviously, this is a huge concern for soybean growers.
Yeah, creates a lot of uncertainty for a lot of farmers. Northwest Wisconsin, where I'm from, doesn't have such a high use rate of dicamba, but there's still plenty of acres out there. But a lot of our friends to the west and south use it as a really, really powerful tool to handle water hemp, kochia, giant ragweed, etc. And I can't say I agree with any court's ruling to get rid of that tool, but I really hope there's some good momentum coming if there is an appeal, and we really need the tool back.
And from the way I understand it, at least stuff that was shipped will still be allowed to be shipped, but that's really kind of a hollow win.
Yeah, from what I understand it, how you do as well, I won't promise that rules could be changed overnight, right? But that it does to give a degree of optimism, at least getting through 2024. But it really, really leaves a lot of uncertainty as to what farmers are going to do going forward to manage their weed control.
Talking with Tanner Johnson, he is part of the Wisconsin Soybean Association. He's on the ASA Regulatory Committee. We had a chance to talk with Tanner during Commodity Classic in Houston. So what are some of the other things that the ASA Regulatory Committee is working
on? Well, we deal with the EPA a lot. We have an excellent team lead out in D.C., Kyle Kunkler. Just as intelligent as the guy is, he inspires a lot of us to really fight for farmers. The clopyrifos win was really big this first quarter and end of Q4, and we're really excited about the momentum we built there. That's a really important tool that we just got back for a lot of farmers that grow soybeans and a lot of other crops too. And then we're really gearing up for this Endangered Species Act ruling. It could impact a lot of herbicide labels, and I don't know if farmers or even myself appreciate just how many herbicides could be at risk here if we don't see a positive ruling there.
Really? I mean, are we talking dozens? More than that?
I don't want to put a specific number to it, but it sounds like it's a pretty wide-reaching group of herbicides that could be impacted by it. And I am an eternal optimist, and I think you got to be in farming. But I think there's going to be a positive outcome. Sound science usually always prevails. So we've been working really hard with a numerous group of teams across dozens of commodity organizations to give sound science and provide good data to the EPA and help them do their job. I will say I don't envy anyone at the EPA and the job they have to do. It's a really important job, and I think they get asked to do a lot. So I think as long as we can keep giving them proper sound science and good data, I think good decisions will be made.
Talking with Tanner Johnson, he is with the Wisconsin Soybean Association. He's also the ASA Regulatory Committee member. So this year for Classic, I mean, your thoughts on this year's Classic for you as a farmer?
This is great. I'm a kid in a candy store here. I'm just a farm kid from Wisconsin, man, and they asked me to put on a coat and tie and go talk to 10,000 farmers. Like that's my Christmas, right? This is my Super Bowl. I'm walking around meeting awesome people in the industry I love, and if you guys get a chance to come to this trade show, it's insane. I mean, there are companies there that I've never heard of that impact my daily operation and my day-to-day life. It's awesome. You get to put names to faces that you've read and heard about on podcasts, blogs, etc. So this is awesome. If anyone ever gets a chance to come to Classic, it's only getting better in the future.
So you haven't bought one of everything from the trade show yet, I hope.
No, interest rates are way too high.
Yeah, there's some big equipment in there. So the Farm and Prairie Farm, I mean, we've gone from 60 to 2, going back to 60 again. Are you ready for spring, or you're going to be one of those guys? You're a little farther north, so I don't think you'll be one of those guys that are going to be out there this weekend with a planter.
Yeah, we're never first. I shouldn't say that. We're not usually first, but I think it's really important, and every farmer knows this, just being ready, right? Early springs are a blessing usually, so being ready for one is always a good plan, but it's also just as important to be ready to park equipment and not put anything in the ground when conditions aren't fit.
There's always that one guy, one neighbor. You see him. Come on, admit it. You see him, and you're like, okay, I guess I got to get out there.
Yeah, I think it takes a lot of willpower, probably not to be the second if you see the first one going.
That is Tanner Johnson. He is with the Wisconsin Soybean Association. He's also a member of the American Soybean Association's Regulatory Committee. We're from Commodity Classic. I'm Brian Winnikins. This is the WRDN Morning Farm Report.